Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of opening this year pre-conference of the Drucker Forum, which has been taking place for 10 years now. Welcome to the Vienna Innovation Leadership Summit and welcome to the House of Industry. The House of Industry was built in 1911 and opened by the Emperor Franz Joseph. It's him. It was a gift to the founders of the House of Industry, but the founders had to sign one obligation and paid itself this house. But at this time it was a gift of the Emperor. If you look around, you might get the impression that the house is an old-fashioned, backward-looking place that resembles a museum more than the headquarters of a modern industry representation. This is understandable at the first sight, but back then, this house was the state of art and considered one of the most modern, innovative buildings in the whole monarchy. It is like the Apple Park or Google headquarters in Silicon Valley, and I want to give you one example. The Paternoster, the lift outside, please use it. Just outside this room applies the technique that moves a cabin up and down in a loop, slowly, without stopping. This was revolutionary in 1911, and it's still running today. Opening the Vienna Leadership Summit, the focus of this conference is not only on innovation, but also one of the most, or rather the most important asset we have, human capital. As we move deeper and deeper into a knowledge-based economy that depends on information, knowledge, and high-level skills, the importance of human capital grows. Especially, requirements for executives are increasingly complex and diverse these days. In fact, being an expert in your field of work is not enough anymore. I live outside the small town of Vienna in Hinterbrühl, and I have a famous neighbor. He's a friend of me, he's Markus Hengschläger, and he's an expert in innovation, and he told me, and I want to share his insight with you. Innovation must never be an event, it's always a process. This process must be set in motion, if it's filled with setbacks and the goals seem hard to reach. Nonetheless, you need to have the courage to keep going. That's how serendipity happens. The change of finding something you weren't actually looking for. The list of accidental discoveries, the principle of serendipity, includes the discovery of America in 1492, X-ray, penicillin, and Teflon. If you do not set out for reasons of fear or comfort, you will not find anything, including things you weren't looking for. Okay. Finally, yet importantly, leadership needs innovation. A company's ability to innovate is critical to its success. Even the Federation of Austrian Industries is measured by its capability to think outside the box, for example, by providing promising new ideas to shape a prosperous and competitive future for Austria. Progressive change requires an adaptable system which requires curious, open-minded, and confident leaders. If we want to be a part of the fittest, we have to think big and outside the box. Human capital, as well as creative and innovative leaders, are our real national asset. The future resources are not those hidden in our soil, but those embedded in our heads, like education, working skills, and innovation. Now I'm very curious to hear your views about leadership, its connection to innovation, its need for development and possibilities for the future. Again, welcome to the House of Industry. It's a great pleasure to honor to welcome you here. Thank you very much.